You're probably wondering why I have Beast Machine's Silverbolt displayed like this. It's not an official mode. Rumour has it the former Fusor in this series was to be a griffin. While the bird legs are usually the forelegs in that regard, given the toy is structured in such a way you can actually pull it off, it's not out of the realm of plausibility. And given the release of Battle Unicorn and the mold that became RID Bruticus, both mythical creatures, it kinda fits, and honestly would have been a pretty cool addition to the line. Instead of what we got. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a techno-organic condor or eagle. Take your pick, cause it's one of the worst beast modes I've ever seen. I'd say kill it with fire, but based on the colours someone clearly tried. With the exception of the yellow beak and the silver and black on the robot head, this deco is the epitome of show inaccuracy, something Takara later rectified. Granted, other Beast Machines toys missed the mark, but not to this degree. And you know what the real kicker is? I wouldn't mind, if not for one colour choice. Silverbolt was practically reborn in Beast Machines, and there's a certain mythological bird that dies then rises from its ashes. Sadly, the clear blue not only kills any phoenix motif they could have gone with, but is used in the most baffling ways. Aside from the wings, the condor head is cast in said plastic and painted, which just looks bad. The sculpt is right, but I can barely make out the details. While we're up here, his scalp has a maximal spark crystal. Then there's the beast design itself. Given how you can only really display him upright, looking forward with the wings splayed out, I can see why exaggerated elegy describes this as totemic. Even then, it only works from the front. From other angles, the wings are clearly a separate piece. What should be the wing outlines are practically arms, his sword blade juts out of his back, and the less said about where his robot head's stored the better. The thigh feathers formed from the robot's layered shoulder armor? That's as good as this mode gets. Sure, his legs are posable, but not in any meaningful way. Okay, credit where it's due. Silverbolt's robot mode is at least somewhat show accurate. Design-wise, colours are still a loss. You have the digitigrade legs, claws, shoulder armor, feathers on his back, and his Shommage head design, which, like the condors, is painted clear plastic. His facial features are indecipherable. And speaking of that other head... yeah, moving on. Articulation is okay. He's comprised mostly of ball joints with the exception of the head, part of the shoulders, and the feet, though the lack of ankle tilts does nothing for stability. Also, the knees are not only incredibly stiff on my copy, but they're made of the same translucent plastic. Why? Who'd have thought a toy so vibrant could be so dull? I'm all against intrusive gimmicks, but this figure gives me nothing! Never heard that before. Oh well. Except for a ludicrously large weapon. Fold the wings up into a shield, I guess, then push this button to splay them open, revealing a sword blade. I think the guards would do more damage. It looks silly no matter how he wields it. It doesn't help him balance in the slightest. Just like in beast mode, it can plug onto his back, albeit upside down. And going by other reviews, mine seems to stay on better than most. Hey, I'll take what I can at this point. More than that, why is such a big buff maximal on the show a mere basic? Ignoring the fact that he's dwarfed by his waifu, though let's be honest, scale doesn't exist in this line, a larger toy would likely fix some, if not all, his issues. From someone who doesn't particularly care for Silverbolt's 180 in Beast Machines, even he deserves bigger and better than this. On the flip side, there is something to be said for how hilariously awful this is for the most part, which is why I'm giving this figure 3 ratings. Like Backstop, if you're into laughably bad toys, this one's right up your street. If you're after genuine quality, he's not 100% bad, but still a particularly low point in the franchise. And if you own the Takara repaint, do you rubber bank or what?